Our next story is also from Africa. It's about Nigeria, the fourth largest economy on the continent. Nigeria's President BOLA TINUBU celebrated 1 year in office. Yesterday, TINUBU changed Nigeria's national anthem. Or he changed it back to the original, depending on how you want to look at things. The song was actually written by a British expatriate. So Nigeria's first anthem was created by a colonizer, which does seem a bit odd. After that, the anthem was changed to Arise, O Compatriots. But it managed to survive the scrutiny for about 46 years. Until yesterday, when TINUBU and his government dropped it and brought back the colonizer's creation. Look at the timing now. The change coincides with TINUBU's first anniversary as president. Maybe he thought it was the best time to regress, or perhaps he needed a talking point, something controversial enough to distract the public. And if that was his plan, he seems to have succeeded. Some opposition politicians are outraged. This is Nigeria's former education minister. She criticized the inclusion of terms like native land and tribe. She feels they are pejoratives in 21st century Nigeria. A former senator put this up to highlight the government's misplaced priorities. He says, "We have a bacterial infection, but we opted for Prada fragrance instead of penicillin." Strong words. He said that Nigeria needs to focus on its economic and security issues. We highlighted a major security breach a few days ago when more than 150 people were abducted from a village in Nigeria. The kidnappers hit the same village twice in 2 days, and the authorities did nothing to prevent that. That's the sort of security issue that plagues the country. Earlier this year, about 300 school children were kidnapped in northwest Nigeria. The northern part of the country is home to terror groups like Boko Haram and also bandit gangs who kidnap people for ransom. TINUBU swore to protect the country if he was elected. But 1 year into his presidency, the mass kidnappings continue. The president says he's doing the best that he can. His defense minister says that more than 9,000 terrorists and bandits were killed over the last year, but that has not stopped the kidnappings and killings. On average, more than 20 people are kidnapped in Nigeria every day, but TINUBU doesn't want to talk about that. So a new anthem seems like a good way to distract people. Then there's the other big problem, Nigeria's faltering economy. The last year has been tough on the people. They've suffered a cost of living crisis. Inflation has risen to around 34%, and again, the president must take some of the blame. The day he came to power, he announced an end to a fuel subsidy. The subsidy was draining money from the state coffers. TINUBU said it had to go for the greater good. But the sudden end of the subsidy caused an upheaval. Fuel prices rose sharply, followed by everything else. Meanwhile, TINUBU devalued Nigeria's currency, the naira. Its value crashed, so exports became expensive. Imports, rather, became expensive. Now, both these policies have hurt the common people and brought about economic turmoil. Another thing TINUBU would like the people to forget. So again, the anthem debate may help him turn attention away from the state of the economy and instead have them debating about which anthem has better lyrics. You see, a national anthem is an important part of a country's identity, so of course people will get emotional about it, but sometimes this passion can be used cynically to distract people from ground realities. We hope the people of Nigeria do not forget about the bigger picture.